Welcome to the George FTTV YouTube channel. Today we'll discuss all things round 14, so should be good. This week I scored 1,960 and ranked 954, so fell a bit in the ranks. And this week we were supposed to do an upgrade, but we ended up doing a sideways trade. We'll get to that in a second. Really wanted to do an upgrade, but the only player I could get to was Hayden Young or go all the way down to Jai Simpkin. Simpkin has done a hammy, so wasn't able to go there if I was going to go there. And then I didn't really trust Hayden Young with his injury history, and I wanted Jordan Clark or Dan Houston instead. So decided to wait a week, and I think it was fine not going Hayden Young. I think he's fine D5, D6, but my backline was already carrying Whitfield, who's going to get tagged next week, and Nick Martin is, who knows with his role at this point. So my trades were, I posted them on Twitter, and they looked really bad. I got lots of feedback on them and none positive. Lots of why you doing that for, Jordan, but I pissed English off. Got rid of Rogers and Hoare, so Marty Hoare was just clogging up D7, so I needed DBP in there. Brought in two loops because I didn't know who to bring in. If I brought in Sean Maker, I think that's his name, Ari, from the Saints, then because I thought he was only in because Nas was out, so I was a bit worried. I didn't want a dead Rook at D7, so I think he'll play for the rest of the season over Bonner, you would think, but didn't want to take that risk, and traded English to Grundy, and English scored a 130. I think his best score, maybe best score for the year, maybe second best. Yeah, best score for the year when we traded him out. I was second best to round 2. So really annoying, but he's done well on Darcy before, so it was always on the cards. And brought in Grundy, who played a SNFL ruckman, got probably the biggest ruck slaughter I've seen in a while. I dare say if Max Gorn was playing the Crows on Strawn, he would sleepwalk to a 200. But yeah, the logic was I hate owning English. Even how he scores his points, like a lot of his points were Darcy was late to the contest, so English could take a contested mark, or Darcy would shove him out of the way and English would tackle him. It was really annoying to watch, so just hate owning him. And look, he'll be fine, but I'm happy that I've pissed him off, and I need him for 18 next week. So I thought we'll get it done this week. I wanted to do it this week instead of the week that's just gone by, but again, didn't have money to make a trade. So that's the lesson for next year. You got to upgrade every week, and we were a premium behind this week because two reasons. One, we paid too much for too many players, and two, our recent trade-ins in Rogers, Garcia, Richards, Darcy Jones all died. So our money pretty much disappeared. Unfortunately, saved by Sexton coming back, where if we didn't have Sexton, we'd need to use 3 trades to get a Kerno or something. So take the luck where you get it, I suppose. But that was a bit of a godsend. So we'll go through the team review, and then we'll go through some other stuff. But your defense, like Luke Ryan, you cannot be serious. I waited and I waited and I waited. I waited for him to come down. 180 break even. Scores 200 on Richmond. Now I've got to wait again. I wait. Final upgrades are coming. 670k, I've got to pay. And this is what he does. 79. And I reckon he scored about 30 points in about 1 minute, where he took an intercept and then he kicked marked 3 or 4 times after that. That's the thing. When players go on runs and they're high priced, you wait for the bad one. And it never came. 120, 130, 120, 110, 200. Ugh. And now what's his break even? 171. Better hit it. I'm sick of him. Like, even watching him as an owner, I don't even enjoy it. It's annoying. So, peroxide hair, cheap kicks, so annoying to watch. Nick was good. Tags are just everywhere at the moment, and he was tagged by Will Phillips, and then they subbed Will Phillips off, and then he took over and pretty much won the game. So Nick is Nick. Sheasel is good. I don't know what his CBAs were, because I think they threw Shields and Will Phillips in there for a bit to go to Dacos, but yeah, he's just an unbelievable scorer. It's going to be a staple for us for a very long time in SuperCoach. So whether he's picked as a forward or mid going forward, we'll see what happens, but I don't think if he's averaging 115, I don't know if you start him, but yeah, he's going to be top 6 in whatever line for a long time, I think. Fisher 71, like whatever, he's been a good pickup, and even if he gets injured, like just because I'm always worried about little injuries that they've done in the past. We see Simpkins done a quad into a hamstring, so like it can things reoccur. So always worried, but yeah, 380k we got him for. That's all right. You can have a bad one. Nick Martin didn't play, and then Whitfield 134. I welcome all new Whitfield owners. Your first experience of copping the lightest hit to the ribs and then getting assessed for 5 minutes on the bench. That happens every week, so get used to it. But glad he pulled through. So does love that big ground at NG Stadium. And we brought in this Gray because he's our cover. Like Sheasel and Fisher and Sexton are supposed to cover defense, because we don't have we don't really have cover at all. So that's the reason why we brought in Gray, purely a loop and DPP. Now, midfield, well, Bond is M1 by a mile again, it seems. I guess Sarong is, not too far off, but we love Bond. Best player in the AFL, still 3 out of 4 years, best player. So, time for a statue at Marvel. Sarong's just going. Sarong's fine, like, he's been underperforming, but there's underperforming, and then there's, like, this is him underperforming. A few low tons, a few 90s. Whereas in the midfield, it's just crap everywhere. Butters tagged, like, it is what it is. Paid 620. Another one we were patient with. And I thought 620 was unders for him, but yeah, what did we get him in for? I think we got him in here. 127, 113, 98, 76. Yeah. Errol's been good. I never really planned to get Errol until Matt Crouch went, but we got a really good score from him. So the Errol versus LDU versus Neil versus Dunkley. I think LDU's leading at the moment, but Errol was the cheapest, and Neil copped a tag. What did Neil do? I'm going to cop Drew this week, most likely. 70. That's not too bad for the tag. Thought it was worse than that. But that's fine. Dawson's going to get tagged non-stop, I think. I think Bedford's too small for him. They sent him to Butters. But you would think Berry and Winhager go to him back-to-back. So that's pretty problematic. After that, I don't think Essendon tag. I don't think Hawthorn tag. They could put Nash on him. Geelong should be fine. Dogs should be fine. Port, maybe they put Drew or something on him. And then James Jordan again. So, yeah, tags are sort of everywhere at the moment. The new one seems to be popping up every week. Tom Green tagged. Like, what do you even do about this? You can't really do anything. And then Sullivan, what is this tog? 50. Why even turn up or play if you're going to play 50% tog? No, 55%. First 5 minutes on the bench, last 5 minutes on the bench. Every single quarter. Mature age. It's not like he's a kid that needs to be managed. So it was a better pick than McAuliffe, but that 100k extra I paid for him meant that I couldn't do an upgrade last week. So it's been a failed trade-in. We're better off trading in a loop and taking a donut this week, and we would have got Houston or Clark 2 weeks ago. So really annoying. Freya is a good rook. I think we're going to trade him this week because we have to, but I'd like to hold. I think he's got another 60k in him. Yeah, he's a good player. Good find. Bench, we'll put those on the field soon. Gorn and Grundy. So, okay, he's got Sherry this week, which is pretty tough. But, yeah, Grundy was excellent. And I enjoy watching him ruck because he's so physical. Like, I think what holds him back, like 0 goals, like, Tim English kicks 2 goals. Grundy misses both his shots. English's were probably a bit easier, but like just so annoying that it happens on the week that you'd make the trade. But I mean, this could have easily been a 200, I think. Not like if he kicks those goals and a few high tackles and stuff like that. If you like contested handballs, go to the wrong player, which can happen when you play contested like Grundy in and under. You just kind of want to dish it out quickly. So yeah, a bit of a beat down this week, which was good. So good timing to get him in. If you got him last week, you'd be even happier. I don't know if Briggs killed Soldo today, so I don't know if that's a good idea or not, a good matchup or not. I feel Briggs should be a hard matchup, but he's been easy this year. So see how that goes. Forwards were fine. We VC'd Zorko, so that's why we brought him in. Didn't drop that. Paid 600, so he's dropped 40k in 2 weeks. But it's one of those things where I just needed an upgrade pretty badly, so that's fine. More escape suspension. When I saw it, I thought it'd get done, but apparently got off, so we'll take it. Dowling 55. I mean, I think he'll keep playing. The positive with Dowling, or for Dowling's job security, is they started Berry as a sub, and they took Schoenberg off instead of taking off Dowling. And Dowling was playing everywhere, playing wing, half forward. I even saw him down back for a bit. So, at the Crows, this is a trigger for me to get angry at the Crows now. With they're playing Max Michelini in midfield, but they've never trained there. But they just seem to gatekeep these players from the midfield. Like, we are rock bottom. We lost to Richmond at home. Just play the kids in position. I'm going to go off at talkback, I think, maybe next week or the week after, the next bad loss we have in local radio, because I can't take the bullshit PR from this club anymore. All they're saying is you got to stick by us, and like, there's no reason to, because they're all idiots that run the club. Coach sucks, CEO sucks, chairman sucks, list management wants to pay $3 million for Elliot Yeo, 2 first rounders for Petty. I can't take this club anymore. They're actually trying to bold all of us supporters, oh my God. I hate it. I hate everything that's going on above player level at the club. It's infuriating. I think Nix has done, like last year, Nix wasn't too bad, but there's just the selections of players just baffling. It's whatever. If Sexton doesn't play, we're kind of stuffed, and then Richards hopefully comes back. I think this was rough because we really needed him, especially this week. But I think our lowest was Sullivan, so filtered 18. The Crows, man. Now, this week, I think we're struggling again. All right. 6. Let's pretend Sexton's not going to get dropped. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. He's got 3 trades to fix that. Sullivan can definitely go. I've had enough of him. But we'll have a look at what the team looks like for premium. Just every time we get a premium in, they lose money. Except for Moore and Dawson and Gordon, actually. Like, I'd hate to... Like, I don't even want to say how much I paid for some of these players, but at the same time, a lot of players have been really disappointing in the midfield this year. So I think defenders have been fine, but just paying up for Luke Ryan. And just the timing's been off. So I think Dylan Moyes 530k. We paid 460 for him, and he's going to come back down. But he's been a fine in 5 round of 94. I think he's averaging about 105 for us because he's had 2 ceiling games. So yeah, just up and down. But wanted a bit more against Richmond. I think I spoke about Heaney, but yeah, how good's Isaac? Him and Dacos and Bont. I hope they're 1, 2, 3. I hope they share the Brownlow, but Bont might be a bit too far behind. And we'll see what happens with tags and stuff with Nick. Because I think if there's no more tags, I think Nick wins. But yeah. Trades this week. Well, we need a rookie. I think we go for another loop, which is dumb. We shouldn't, but we've got so many loops. But if there's a player that's playing, we'll probably just take him. But we don't really need more. I don't think we need more cash because we're gonna have hopefully cash from Dowling and Richards, and maybe cash in Garcia, and then injury trades. So we'll see what happens. Like, we don't need someone to come in and make a stack of money. I mean, sure, it'd be okay if we actually need it, but it's just when they start making like any sort of significant money, season's gonna be over. So what do we do here? So there's Max Hall and Geordie Payne, I think. Geordie Shaw, Geordie Payne. So that means we have 350k for an upgrade. I'd like to get rid of Garcia, why is Zach Jones playing ahead of him? And we can't get Houston because he scored 170. Or Jordan Clark. So annoying this game. Get Ridley. Ridley's too injury prone. I don't want him. Oh, that's so annoying. Houston had one. I suppose with Houston, the big game was always coming with Houston. Just get rid of Freya. He's done his job. We don't really need him at all, but it'd be nice to keep him. Hugo can go there. I think it's Houston. See, he's going to get tagged here, Jordan Clark. If you went Jordan Clark this week, you wouldn't be... What did he score this week? How do you check what he scored? 85. He didn't score much against the Dogs last time. I think just watching the game, Freo need to get the game on their terms. And they couldn't really control it out of the back half at all this game. And when they did, Ryan took like 4 marks in a row. And that was pretty much the only time they could do much. But I thought Clark was good. This feels like a bad matchup for him. I don't know what the DFS says, but felt bad. But I think this will be better. Swans will be tough. And then, big ground. Like, this is a great run. Richmond, Hawthorn, Melbourne. Like, after this Sydney tag, I think he's going to score a lot of points. So I wish I had him, but I'll probably go Houston just because if it was after that tag, I'd go Clark, but I'm going to go Houston because his run's not bad. He's got 2 at Adelaide Oval, 2 of the next 5 at Adelaide Oval, and 2 of those 5 are Richmond and the Saints, who didn't score that great on, but they're still like the easiest matchups for defenders. Well, they should be. And for some reason, Houston's DT score is much, much better the last 5 weeks. I think it's pushing 100, whereas I think it was low 80s in this Adelaide Oval run here. So I don't really know what's happening, but yeah, it just doesn't really waste a kick at all. Excuse me. Yeah, it doesn't really waste a kick. So the team's pretty much complete. Now, if Sexton is dropped, then we're going to need a plan B. Would have loved to use one trade to get to Jackson, but we've just blown too much money this year. And we're only paying for it like right now, really. And I think the value that you forgo is just as bad sometimes as the overpriced stuff you take. Not picking McKercher, not starting him, and then not picking him for when he dropped to 250 was a big mistake. And lucky for us that he got a role change and then he got injured. So I mean, like, hopefully he's all good and comes back and stuff. But SuperCoach wise, it was a bad miss. And then I think the worst was Bailey Dale for 20k, like unbelievable price. And we went for Rao that week for 640, and I'm pretty sure Dale has outscored him. Like, he definitely has. And now they're the same price. So that was a complete stuff up. I'm trying to think who else was cheap. We got Dawson for 550, who would have been fine. It's just now tags are coming, and he had that injured foot game where you can't do anything about that. So, and then the whole Ruck debacle, Grundy to Sweet, no, Grundy to Meek to Sweet to English to Grundy. And we sold Grundy for 500, and we made like 100k with Meek. So I think Grundy to Meek was fine because Grundy had 2 buys while Meek had none. So I think that play was actually fine. Just we should have held him. Anyway, I think that's what we'll do this week. Now, if we need to get rid of Sexton, I honestly don't even know. I think I'm just going to scramble on Thursday night and figure it out then, because I don't know what to do. Like, this is rubbish. Nick Hind on a wing, who's somehow 400k. Goblin's been decent. I feel like he plays better than he scores. I honestly have no idea what we can do here. Can we even get Kerno? Oh, why have we got defenders? Bloody hell. Can't get Jackson. There's nothing we can do about Rankin. Can't afford him. It's whatever. He's going to be annoying because should be top 6 from here and get CBAs. This 96, he was rested, I reckon, in the 4th quarter. So yeah, game over. Coming back from a hammy. Probably good list management. Is Joe Danaher premium? What's his average? 90. I think I take Kerno before Danaher. I've actually got Danaher in my forward line in draft. It's just that my draft midfield was Crouch, Petrarca, Canelio. So I've just given up pretty much. Okay, so he's banned. He's banned for 2 games or 1 game? Banned for this game, then he's back. He's got Winhager here. So he'd be a good 23rd, Harley Reid. He probably outscores a lot of these players. I would go to Harley Reid if I had to. Powell's done as a pick. Probably for good. Adams. He's playing half forward. McRae's, not a premium. Fife, you just can't trust. I don't even know what to do. I'll probably just try and find a rookie and hold him for a week. And then 1 up, 1 down, Hugo Garcia, and then get to Luke Jackson. So we have Ruck cover. So, yeah, we're fielding 18. Maybe if instead of here, we actually get a playing rookie if we need one. So we'll see how we go. I might check my leagues for a bit. So I always check some of our top leagues. So this is our regulars league in FTTV. And we are all struggling this year. These are our main people. And Like, it has been quite a rough year for us. I think there's a few of us, like me, JD, and Big Seven, who used to have YouTube channel, kind of hanging in there, but the rest of us are all like struggling. I think post-buy you can make up a lot of ground because, premium versus premium. For example, I think there's 100 points between Jordan Clark and Hayden Young or something like that in total points. So, if that happens again, that's 100 points from one slot in defense. So, if you can get rid of Nick Martin, who could play a bit more half forward now, to a Jordan Clark, that could easily be 200 points difference for the rest of the season. Like, that's huge. That's massive. So it's stuff like that, which is why you want, like this defense, like I'd like to ditch Martin. I think his DT's holding up okay. So it's just we don't really have the trades for it, and it had to be done last week. So definitely not doing it this week. But like, what would we even go to? Like maybe Jordan Clark after he gets tagged. It's something I could look at, but what's Martin's? Yeah, 126. He's got West Coast, so surely he can snag a few goals. His fixtures are alright. So yeah, and then even Green, like, kind of patiently waiting for the turnaround, and it's just not coming. So yeah, imagine if you had LDU here instead of Green. That could be 30 points a week. It probably won't be, but it does sort of feel like it. Like, LDU could do 120 on the way home. Green could do 95. Like, that's certainly on the cards. And what's that? Over 25 points a week, over 10, 11 weeks, like 250 points. Like, that's where the rank shifts come from now. So, which is why I'm not too obsessed with, I've lost 50 points here in the buys. It's all about having the good team at the moment. So I think our first 4 defenders are fine. First 6 mids are fine. I think Gordon will have, the down games will come, but I think he can do 110 from here. Rao, Rao I think can have a good back end, I think, hopefully. He's got Collingwood North. Like, the fixture's not too bad. I don't see tags here. They probably go to Anderson or randomly Took, but yeah, I think we have R1 and I think Grundy's R2. I don't think it's... Rowan's probably out of the equation now with... I think they can definitely play Campbell if they want. English R3 at the moment. I called him R9 the other day. It wouldn't surprise me though. Grundy's currently R2. Grundy's just a far better ruckman. Like, he's a proper ruckman, Grundy. English is not, but they score sort of different ways. So I think players not in the top of their position. 1, 2, 3, 4. Call it 5, maybe 6. So say we lose 20 points here, 15 points here, 35, I don't know, call it 40, 75, call it 15, I don't know. So 90 points a week, probably on the perfect team, we lose a week. So it's a lot of points, and those who can have a perfect team that have, Jordan Clark here and, or in my opinion, Jordan Clark top 6. And then, who's the other good defender that I was thinking about? Like Sinclair. So those that can have a Clark and Sinclair, like, easily put 30, 40 points a week on this. LD here, yeah, you get the whole idea, but we'll have a quick look at leagues again. So yeah, our league's sort of struggling. I mean, DR and Abs have a league, which is pretty good. So I like checking this league because it's just lots of people from other communities. So yeah, Abs is going. Yeah, I watch him, so I sort of know his team, but yeah, the Dale, like, he ditched Martin. Probably a good move. I mean, it's really strong defense here. Just the Houston antipod if he has a few ceiling games. Let's go LDU. It's a pretty nice pod. Yeah, Gordon Grundy's pretty nice. Our Patton's doing another LDU owner. I think he's up a premium too, from memory. Another McGovern owner. I'm quite happy to anti-pod. It's not really anti-pod, but I'm quite happy to not touch McGovern. And then, yeah, Janice doing really well from Swordplay. So Dunkley pod. Jeez, why does everyone have McGovern? I don't know. I don't like it. It's got English. Steele's a puzzling one. I've got Steele in the other format. I'm going to hold. I think the buy will do him some good, but they did kick him out of CBA, so that is a slight worry. I think if you want to trade, you can. You don't like. Is this knee actually going to heal up over the break? So I think he had like a week off last year or something. Might have been the bye week, and I thought, okay, bye weeks come. Maybe the knee comes good. Did not come good. Was terrible. Up and down the rest of the year. Excuse me. But yeah, lots of good players here, like Pistol, Mini Monk, DR, JD, Selby, Swizz, Stevo. There's a few others too. Not going to read everyone out, but yeah, lots of good players there. I think that's it from me. Not much else to tell. Anyway, hopefully you can have a good round 15. Definitely going to be tough with, like, I don't think I'm fielding a single rookie because they're either dead, loopholes, or on the bye. So yeah, but if Sexton doesn't play, which is definitely on the cards, I have no idea what we're going to do, but we're in strife, but we'll see what happens. So hopefully that's a finished team with 5 trades left and 2 or 3 trades to get a 23rd. But we'll see. Just thinking maybe Sexton we go down to McKercher if he plays, and then loop Dowling and Richards until they can turn into Luke Jackson. I don't know. We'll see. That's it from me. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.